this is something useful.
Go away.
Up yours. Let's do up yours.
I told you to go away.
What can I say?
Let me in. Edward Deegan asked me to come here.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
Oh, is this the guy we met at the bar who wanted to hire us?
Let's go meet the boss.
Lead on.
Oh, this should be interesting.
Jack, the new gal is here.
One moment. I just have to.
You'll be right with us.
Oh, damn.
Place looks fun.
Just a mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Nice painting. Sure, walking slow.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat.
Alright, let's sit here. While in combat.
Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time?
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
Well, I've kind of seen it, so...
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of
Or
human
maybe
civilization.
multiple dimensions?
Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
I'm really just here about the job.
So if we could just skip to it.
I'm sorry if I'm rattling on. I sometimes forget not everyone finds these things as compelling as I do. I'll leave you to Edward. He'll be your immediate supervisor. But remember, I'd love to chat more about this when matters are not so pressing. Welcome to the family.
Okay, you're officially hired. Congratulations.
What was all that about?
Don't worry about it for now. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
Yeah, what the hell is it?
Only about 1 million.
You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I'm out of here.
Good luck. Don't get killed in your first
That's
job.
a little patience. So is this going to be some kind of supernatural quest line or something? Because that would be pretty cool. I want to see up here. Either way, gonna figure out what's up with... Well, let's see if we can talk to him.
Got a minute?
Ah, you're back. Do you need something?
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carry out some of my research there. That's all you need to know.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
I'm sorry, but it really is private family business.
Okay.
Any more questions?
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Now, proven beyond doubt, although only to me, unfortunately. And there aren't many archaeology journals publishing these days.
You have proof?
Enough to satisfy me. He only made a single expedition to the Lost City, but he brought back enough to show beyond a doubt that the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings. Millennia older
Skin
than
and
the
clothes
earliest
all look
human
so perfect.
civilizations, but with technology that seems to have surpassed our own. And yet, everything about it is strange. Disturbing geometries, tools not made for human hands, carvings that hint at dimensions beyond our own.
You said your father found a lost city?
Yes, he spent years looking and was widely ridiculed by the so-called experts. I'm ashamed to say even I doubted him. But in the end, he found it. A lost city, buried in the sands of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter of Arabia.
What was your father's theory?
He believed that all of the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert.
So what, are we gonna go to the
I
Arabian
wanted
desert?
to ask you about something else.
All right.
Quite a place you've got here. Amazing that it survived the war.
Thank you. I try not to take it for granted. We were definitely more fortunate than most. It hasn't been easy keeping it up to pre-war standards, but we do what we can. Was there anything else?
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the whole world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. It is an unusual situation, but... well, it's a private family matter. That's no concern of yours. Was there anything else?
I've got to get going.
All right.
Well, that's interesting. We're kind of getting off track here, but this time, instead of silly mods, we have something special for you. It is scary mods. Ooh. I'm not going to spoil which ones or how, but there will be links in the description if you want to download them as well. But this is where we need to be. The Journey's End follow Freedom's lantern. I knew it sounded familiar. I thought at first it was Preston Garvey and stuff, but no, this is the Freedom Trail. I think we have to follow this. So let's do that. Let's just say that the noises are going to be the immediate thing that are noticeably different. But besides that, most of the changes are going to come at nighttime. Where's this thing go? Goes this way. We're following this red. There you go. Is this the path? Or is it this way? So yeah, things are going to be more horror themed. There might still be one or two goofy mods in there, just because we never got to them, but mostly horror. Is this the same path? Yeah, it is, right? Following this thing. Zombie. I think there's new horror effect sounds for the zombies. I don't think they referred to them as zombies at all before. They were ghouls. Is there a cooking station in there? Something's on fire. here. Yeah, where'd it go? Is it here? Right. Goes that way? Oh, here it is. These aren't ghouls at all, these are straight up zombies. It's the Walking Dead up in here. Okay, so here's the path.
Now a 6 and an O.
And this is it here. This is the only way, so. Still get experience for this, right? Oh. Here's this.
3I.
Must be up this way. Zombies are down. I think this gun is part of a mod. Not sure. What the hell? Glad he went for the zombie instead of me. Guy's ticking me off. They're all hitting him. It's taking a lot to put him down. I like the red night vision instead of the green. Kinda easier to see. Okay, he hit that by accident. Taking him some damage, but he's giving me some too. Got like hardly any gun left here. Don't want to get too close, because then he could throw something at me. And in the groin seems to have done the trick. That was a nice shot. Okay. So Nick got that one. You at least have some good stuff if you're gonna put me through all this. no qualms about killing themselves. I need to get a stop at a doctor's or something soon for some more stim packs. There's so many over here anyway. You are the little superhero in your life. Let's see if we could get into this place. Totally taken off the track here. Here it is. Looks like this isn't the last stop. The winter mod might make this a little difficult. Did I just go backwards? Oh jeez. Ton of radiation over there. Let's see. Here's the red line. How's this place?
18 next.
So many battles. They're like hellhounds. Now he's gonna throw something, isn't he? So much recoil. Why am I doing this? It's just so much easier to do this. Anything exploded? There's the Brotherhood back there. Their giant blimp.
The trail ends right at the church.
Okay, this is where we need to go. For sure. Who is blowing stuff up over there? Right. I think this is better, really. Then you don't get any experience from killing these guys. If that's the case, maybe I should save my ammunition. This place is spooky as hell. It's perfect for our scary mods. over here. The pins are good. No pictures in the frames this time. What's that symbol that's everywhere? It's starting to look more and more like a Skyrim game. It's getting hard to tell what's part of the game and what's not. Why isn't this thing dying? Kind of a delayed death there. This place looks like it should be giving us radiation, but it's not. What's this? Looks like a oven to cremate corpses. Spin counterclockwise, spin clockwise. Find the railroad. Okay, so I think we need to put the words railroad here.
It spins. Oh, so it starts with R.
Thanks for the heads up. Wait, how did she know that? Is it an audio cue? I don't want to accidentally press the wrong thing here.
There we go.
Pretty neat. Breaker is not functional.
Right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
I
So it's
followed the Freedom Trail looking for the
peaceful.
railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Damn, she's got a big gun.
Dr. Amari told me how to find you.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
Quick courser chip, close to the vest, the point, full story.
I need a courser chip to code it.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser Killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly?
How does he know?
Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This lady is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating her, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy. Just a thought.
Yes, they
I owe
like
you
that.
An apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad.
Alright. I don't want to demand help.
Hopefully, we can work something out.
What you're asking for puts us in a tricky position.
Des, we need to let her in. She's got an intact courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. She killed a courser. There's no way she's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider.
See the
ever
guy
to
that was
be
in the
this
machine?
privilege. We'll discuss the details about your
In
chip
Good Neighbor?
inside.
Is that how he knows? So who would live down here? Looks like as above, so below.
We having fun yet?
Don't try anything, stranger.
Yeah, everywhere I go, they tell me that. After you, I guess.
Very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong. The least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
It's giving me Uncharted vibes.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Tom,
I'm liking the music.
has a courser chip.
Whoa! For real?
Don't try anything.
Oh man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done,
Everyone's
he gets
all,
the
you've
courser
been
chip.
hitting the cams way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
We need it.
I don't know. I might need that chip later.
This isn't a negotiation. This is a demand. To anybody else in the Commonwealth, all you have is 2 caps worth of salvage. With us, that data is priceless. But we're not just going to give that away.
That
Talk to
way.
me again if you change your mind.
I'm the one with the data. I'm the one that has it. I'm the one that's giving it away.
Hey there.
I guess we gotta
Made
agree
up
with
your
her.
mind. We decode the courser chip for you, but after that, it's ours. Deal?
Her voice is really low on my end too. It's not just the video.
Fine. It's yours.
All right, Tom, make it happen.
Alright, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at it.
Take a
We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms.
made a
Alright.
computer out of a typewriter.
Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where
Seems to
is
be
it?
an inventor. I like how he has the same screen we got on our Pip-Boy.
Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you institute bastard. I got you. Software in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
You gotta be careful, man. The institute is everywhere.
I wonder if they use the same voices, actors and actresses for like different games. She sounds familiar. Whoa. Look at these mannequins. Not those. These. I think that's a mod. Creepy. Joker smile on him. Alright, so now what? skedaddle. What does it say? Doesn't give you a explanation. What the heck?
Recurrence analysis using Dubrovian method.
Cam,
Processing. Unknown human entity. Your arrival was not calculated.
that's a strange way to say hello.
Temporarily unable to process verbal input. Still processing. Preliminary adjustments to statistical models complete. Commencing introduction. I was, am, and will most likely be Pam. Predictive analytic machine.
Predictive analytic.
Do you work for the railroad?
Yes. My goals and the railroad organization have a high degree of correlation. They provide data. I provide first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region designated Commonwealth. Rephrasing. I predict the future.
But you didn't
Yeah, that's
see
true.
it coming.
That's correct. Caution. Biological life forms behave erratically, unpredictably. All output
It's your
subject
obsolete.
to an extremely high margin of error.
She hasn't really done anything to impress us.
Just how inaccurate are you?
The smaller the group and the greater the time frame, the less accurate I become. But all predictions are affected by the human element. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current or previous models predict your presence or existence. Query. What is your point of origin?
Why do you want to know?
If I cannot explain your existence, future predictive models may have an even greater degree of inaccuracy. I repeat, what is your point of origin?
Well, it's not really my problem, is it?
I'm not telling you that.
Insufficient data. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Alright, well, let's get out of here. Didn't mean like that. See if she has anything else to say.
Excuse me. If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
Yeah, I know all about them.
Good. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Go on.
So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Well, Nick is a synth, so I do think, at least in this universe, that the artificial intelligence is really sentient, so I'm gonna say yeah.
I risk my life for people every day. Makes no difference to me if it's a human or a synth.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally we'd try and recruit you, but right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
Interesting, Nick liked that. The new level up sound. Nick want to say something?
Hey,
I'm listening.
Guess not.
Nick.
You got time to talk now?
Oh, okay.
Okay?
We've just been traveling a while now, and I figure there hasn't exactly been equitable distribution of information. I've gotten a decent glimpse into your dirty laundry, but you still don't really know a whole heck of a lot about me. I figured I'd offer to balance the board. So, is there anything you want to know?
Interesting. So it's because his relationship got higher with us, that means he's more open to talking about stuff.
What's with the outfit?
After I started the agency, it just seemed like the sort of thing a detective ought to wear. I got some old memories, pre-war, faded to all heck of guys dressed like this, doing what I do, putting on the hat and trench coat, and I figured it'd let folks know I was serious about the whole thing. Clothes make the man and all that. Guess I felt they made me the man I wanted to be.
So, who are you, Nick?
That's a question I've been trying to figure out myself for a long damn time. I know I'm a synth, authentic Institute handiwork, but I'm still mechanical, not bioengineered like the fancy synths giving everyone the willies these days. I get tune-ups now instead of checkups. My memories, my personality, they're all lifted from some cop who volunteered for an experiment back before the war. They scanned his brain and copied it onto the hardware that runs between my ears. Don't know why they chose to make a robot based on some pre-war cop instead of a math genius or a bioengineer. Hey, maybe that's why the Institute tossed me in the garbage instead of turning me into one of their people snatchers.
Wait, the original Nick was from my time?
Sure was. Which meant when I finally ended up out here, it was quite the rude awakening. I remember waking up one day in a garbage heap, a body in tatters and a head full of memories belonging to a man who'd been dead for 200 years. Suffice to say, it was a confusing couple of weeks. Folks didn't really know much about synths back then, so when I finally ran into people, they mostly treated me with caution rather than hostility. But the kids, they weren't afraid. I think his name was Jim. The first person to actually speak to me after I got the boot from the Institute. My first human contact in this world. Grilled me for an hour. Once they'd seen I wasn't going to hurt anyone, the other folks in the neighborhood came out to ogle the mechanical man. It eventually turned into a pretty swell soiree. A local mechanic even gave me a once-over, free of charge. Those people, they treated me like a human being. I've been trying to return the favor ever since. It's a surprisingly rare trait out here sometimes. And something I've noticed you got a fondness for. Part of the reason I've stuck around this long.
Visit town, kindness creates kindness.
Where's that town? We should go visit.
I tried to go back and say thanks once I'd gotten myself established, but the place was wiped off the map. Raiders. Don't know what happened to the people.
If you're good to people, they'll be good back. That's something I've always believed.
Couldn't agree more. Well, I expect you're about as bored as can be listening to me rattle my skeletons. We should probably head out.
Well, I'm glad that we looked at that, because that changes my complete perspective on Nick a lot. The fact that his memory is taken from a cop who's from our time, so he's no longer just like a robot pretending to be a detective. He's actually got the mind of a detective who once was. It's a really cool backstory. They should have just did that from the beginning, just let us know that.
At the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Your leader was just being cautious.
You gotta stop saying
we know we're all on the same team.
Exactly. Kind of killed our chance at a friendly first impression, though. But it's all good now. I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Don't worry. I'll keep your secret.
That's what I want to hear. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
How so?
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
That's gonna help us get on good standing with the railroad. Which do we want to do first? Turn to Virgil. Let's do the thing with Deacon on the railroad. So we gotta get out of here. Spooky. This place is a maze. Don't like that I'm gonna have to go through all that just to get here forth and back a million times. Alright, so as you can see, another one of our mods is taking place here. It is Darker Nights. This is actually not the darkest you can make the Commonwealth here. You can make it darker, but I didn't go for it all the way. Just enough because I still wanted to be able to see things. But you could make it like almost pitch black here, and trade-off is that enemies can't really spot you either. It's hard for them to see you. But I like being able to see somewhat, so we're not gonna do that. Nick has really grown on me. He's always sad that he's always putting himself down and like saying kind of subliminal, kind of downer things about himself that you might not notice if you're not paying attention. Kind of makes me feel bad for him.
Deacon, is that you?
Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo. This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off. Good, right? You're lucky I didn't do one of my face swaps, too.
You're always wearing those glasses.
You can change your face.
I put myself under the knife every year or two. New face, new body, you know, the full makeover. It keeps our enemies guessing.
That's crazy.
Stop screwing with me.
This is not for your benefit. It's to stay one step ahead of you-know-who. The Institute.
You would never be able to
So
really
about the
do
job.
that.
The railroad's only recently been using the old North Church. Our old base was underneath the Slocum's Joe. We had a pretty sweet setup until the Institute found us.
Your base was under a donut shop? That's awesome.
It's a lot better than it sounds. Well, it was, until it was blown to hell.
What happened?
Our HQ was strong, defensible. Heck, we thought it was secure. Inside a minute, the Institute troopers breached the doors and turned it into a shooting gallery. The survivors didn't have time to grab anything. So we're getting something important we had to leave behind.
Okay, what is it?
What exactly are we looking for?
I'll tell you when we get inside. I know that's a bum deal, but strategic ignorance has saved our organization more times than I can count. We got a tourist nearby. He or she has information on the base, so let's pump him for information before we dive in. For now, I'll take point. So I'm looking for rail signs, symbols we use to send messages to each other. If you like that, we got signs and countersigns, dead drops, even a secret handshake. All right, maybe the handshake never caught on. Anyway, the tourist should have a trail left for us. Here we go. Rail sign. The arrow in the center indicates a direction. So our tourist is up ahead. Let's keep going.
Simple enough, I guess.
Got another rail
it's almost daytime now.
And another. We're probably close. See the plus in the center? That means there's an ally nearby, our tourist. You take point on the conversation. Look, no matter what he says, you just say, mine is in the shop. Trust me.
Is that some kind of code word? Yes, so you didn't want to follow us until we were at certain reference points on the bridge they gave no indication of.
Hey there.
Oh, thank God. You have a Geiger counter? Do you have a goddamn Geiger counter?
Mine is in the shop.
Who the hell is he? HQ said they were sending one agent, not two.
Sorry, I'm new. She's just showing me the ropes.
All right. The wall is my witness. I thought I was dead. It's about goddamn time you headquarters bastards got here.
Are you in danger?
I signed on for light recon, but that little Slocum's Joe of yours is crawling with goddamn chrome dome synth sons of bitches. If I haven't been made yet, I'll be spotted when I leave here. I'm goddamn trapped. The front's fortified to hell and back. They place mines all over the goddamn place.
Sure likes saying that, doesn't he?
What do you mean by chrome dome synths?
You know, them early model synths. Looks like metal wrapped over mechanical innards. You see them here and there doing who knows what for the Institute.
Wait, they have a minefield?
Yeah, the mother of all minefields. I couldn't draw you a map if I tried.
I appreciate all you've done.
I hope it helps. I really do. As soon as it's safe, I'm getting the hell out of here. So if you need anything else, better ask soon.
Hi.
Well, isn't Ricky just a ray of sunshine? You think he's telling the truth?
Yes.
He doesn't strike me as the dishonest type.
Yeah, that's my read too. First rule in this business is never go against your gut. So, if we take him at his word, the front door has mines, synths, and probably other fun and exciting prizes. So, we're going in through the escape tunnel.
The donut shop has an escape tunnel?
What? Doesn't everyone have an escape tunnel? Seriously though, thank God for that tunnel. If it weren't for that, there wouldn't be any railroad left.
The tunnel has got to be easier than a frontal assault.
Easier, but no cakewalk. You lead us there, pal. I got you covered.
Okay. And that would be... It's really nearby, actually. Okay, so we're gonna go inside this tunnel. Secret tunnel. It's a reference. Good on you if you know where it's from.
We're in. The back entrance is safer, but be ready for Gen 1s and 2s. So it's time you learn why we're here. We're retrieving a prototype developed by our good Dr. Carrington.
Prototype of what?
I'm risking my neck here. I want to know what I'm risking it for.
So I'll be straight with you, although you're not gonna like it. I have no idea what the prototype does. Us railroad agents are treated like mushrooms, kept in the dark and fed... well, you get the idea. It's gotta be important, though. Des wouldn't risk our hides lightly.
Who's Dr. Carrington?
All goes well, you'll meet him soon enough.
Ready to go.
Gen 1s and 2s are just the types of robots. I'm not sure if I trust Deacon here. I mean, he's willing to vouch for us, but he might have a motive of his own. What is that, a zombie? Yeah. Zombies seem to go down pretty easily if you shoot them in the head.
I'm gonna feed it some passwords. No. 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 Ah, missed one, you bastards.
shoot them in the head, they go down, but there's no experience though. That's the only thing I don't like. Bad roach. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Mobility decreased. The sensitivity.
Underestimate us again.
Seem to already be fighting somebody.
Regrettable.
Managed to turn on the defenses. Barely slowed the coursers down, but hey, probably saved some lives.
What's gonna happen if we go in this spotlight here?
Be destroyed.
Okay. Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Somebody went to a lot of effort to keep folks out of here.
These bullets are valuable because they're like the most effective thing on synths.
Movement detected. Curious.
Another active terminal.
Is someone present?
Trip the defenses.
We are.
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed. Stealth capabilities. Fascinating.
Looking out.
Follow me, please.
Tried finding a mod for the synths to change their appearance, but I didn't see any. Strange, you think there would be. This is one thing that's makes this universe pretty interesting, is that there's so many different types of enemies between the robots and the ghouls. Oh, I don't like these. I'm gonna be honest. Not my favorite minigame.
I'm through.
Okay, we got it. Keep guessing, eventually you'll get it.
See him?
Rude. Oh, they went flying.
Joe has a massive tunnel complex underneath it. You're entering the secret intelligence agency research lab, a place that never officially existed. It's called the Switchboard. The prototype is locked up in the heart of the facility.
Whoa. Mission Impossible up in here.
Overactive sensors. Nothing overactive sensors.
Are you attempting an ambush?
Odd. Mind scanners must be malfunctioning.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Movement detected. You're attacking enemy. Hit primary sensor.
He gave me away. But yeah, like I was saying before, I don't know if I trust Deacon. Seems like he might have something against the Institute. I don't get why they like synths,
Calibration.
but fighting synths right now. So how does that work exactly? They're kind kind of like a civil rights movement for the synths, the robots.
Terminating any hostile life form.
I don't think we're...
Loot their stuff. There's some more creepy mannequins.
Carrington, Stanley, Salis Grote, Suprema
Where'd you people run?
Open says me. So Tommy Whispers didn't make it out. He died protecting our secrets. Let me see. There. Tommy would want you to have his hand cannon. Don't let its size fool you.
I appreciate it.
May it serve you as well, heck, better than it did Tommy.
Deliverer. Improved VATS hit chance, 25% less action point cost.
Grab Carrington's prototype. You turn that over to Desdemona, and she'll have to let you into our band.
Looks like he started a fire.
There were a lot of sensitive documents in the hell of a way to go.
That's an option.
Carrying too much to run again.
Nice.
There's an elevator at the end of the hall. It should be a hell of a lot easier fighting the chrome domes on this side of the minefield.
Guessing we just go back out the way we came. Damn. Freezes you.
You must die now, human.
Just power up the elevator.
Good thing I healed before. Chances are the terminal unlocks the elevator here. Yep. Funny because the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't like synths, but the railroad does. Whoop, sorry about that. What? Huh? Oh, it's a secret exit. That's neat. Was that alive a second ago? I just kill it with the explosion? This is the donut shop. Kinda making me want donuts. That's it? Alright, I guess we're out of here now.
And the new girl patched me up, put me on her shoulder.
Carrying you the whole time?
Amazing, right?
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
I don't think she's gonna believe it if we go with his lie, so let's be honest.
Mostly true. But there wasn't 100 of them. And Deacon was with me the whole way.
Embellishing the truth again, are we?
She would have fallen for it, you know?
Don't flatter
Its
yourself.
appearance changed again.
Still, I was expecting Deacon to grab a full team, including Glory, to secure that prototype. But instead, just the two of you cleared out the entire switchboard.
You'd be insane not to sign her up, Des.
You've certainly made an impression on Deacon. He's never spoken about, or lied about, anyone so highly before. Welcome to the Railroad, Agent.
Nice.
Glad to be aboard.
It seems we're very lucky to have you.
I like them
So
better
you're
than the
in.
Brotherhood of Steel.
Now we need to know what to call you. Secrecy keeps us alive. Code names are a part of that. So what's yours?
Professor, Fixer, no code name.
Have any suggestions?
No. It doesn't work like that. Your life, your name, your choice.
Yeah, well, you're giving me a set amount of choices, so how does that work exactly? Bullseye sounds kind of cheesy. Whisper, don't get the reasoning behind that. Charmer, not really. Guess we are kind of a charmer, aren't we?
Let me think.
It's a big decision. Take your time.
We're gonna have dialogue for every time I go back and forth. I'm gonna go with Fixer, because that's what we do. We fix situations.
Call me Fixer.
Fixer certainly seems an apt name. Your first official order is to deliver Dr. Carrington his prototype and see if he can use another pair of hands. But first, it's time to meet the rest of the gang. The location of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded secrets.
Need something?
So be careful coming in or out. You never can tell when you're being watched.
Tradecraft completed. Alright, so the story's getting much more interesting as we go along further into the game, which is cool. I'm a lot more interested in it than I was at the beginning. Not that I wasn't before, but just getting more complex, and we're seeing more interesting characters, and we're getting to learn about these characters more, like our friend, where'd he go? Nick here, wherever he is. Hopefully that trend continues. There's going to be more Fallout 4 coming soon, so looking forward to that. Hope you are too. And I'll see you soon next time at the usual spot. Thanks for watching.